Steve, I am going to give you what I believe should be the headline of practice number 1.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready?
Hear it.
Christian Benford was the best player on the field today, and it was not close.
Yeah. He's
dominant.
He stood out. He was dominant. He played extremely well. Blanketed everybody he faced. He looks like the guy that
got paid.
Yeah, he looks like
dominant.
He looks like the guy that deserved to get paid, whether he got paid or not.
I don't think he gave up a reception today.
Yeah.
And it was all red zone, as is usually the case. Coach McDermott doesn't like receivers and DBs running long routes on the first day of camp. They like to ease them in. So the team sessions, both 7-on-7 and 11-on-11, were in the red zone, as has been the case for the last several years. I don't think Benford gave up a reception today. And he was targeted like half a dozen times.
Yeah, and it was a fun practice to watch. Nice to get things going. They're in helmets only, which changes things a little bit, but usually changes it in favor of the offense. But today, you're right. There were some guys that showed up, and it really looked good. Now, it's hard to get any kind of read on the big guys down inside on either side of the ball.
But because they're not in pads yet.
All you can get is like rotations, patterns, and that kind of stuff. And but it was good. It's good practice, and I think they came out relatively unscathed. I didn't see anybody get carted off or have to walk off, but obviously there's a short list of guys who didn't practice anyway.
So that list. As we know, yesterday, Dawson Knox got put on the non-football injury list. It's a hamstring injury. We found that out from Coach McDermott this morning. And then the non-participants who are currently on active PUP, Spencer Brown, Cedric Van Pran Granger, 2 offensive linemen. Brown has a back injury. Van Pran Granger has a calf injury. So they are on active PUP. They still count towards a roster spot. But as soon as they can pass a physical, they will be back on the practice field. One addition to the non-participant list was Laviska Chenault. He is out with a lower leg strain, did not practice today. Landon Jackson, who came off active PUP yesterday and is ready for camp, did very little in the practice setting today, did not get any team reps, did individual position drills, but no teamwork for Landon Jackson. So presumably they want to ease him back in. They just got him off PUP. They don't want him to go back on an injured list. So Landon Jackson, no team reps from what I saw today.
Deone Walker, the big defensive lineman draft pick, he was full go today.
As
was Joey Bosa.
Yep.
Back at it. So it's an ongoing conversation you have with the injury list, and there was some give and take today.
It was good news, though, concerning Deone Walker. Deone Walker has the pars defect in his back, and they were managing his reps through the course of the spring. He went from 3 reps per team period up to 4, and then at minicamp, he was up to 5 reps per team period. So we asked Coach McDermott today, are there any restrictions? Are his reps being monitored in any way? And he said no. He is off the rep management that he was on in the spring. That's a direct quote from Coach McDermott. So all signs pointing to Walker being full go. So cross your fingers that, he'll be fine for the duration of camp and, more importantly, the preseason. Here's some other things I jotted down, Steve. We saw flashes today from number 1 draft pick Max Hairston. Now, Steve and I actually watched one play in particular where he did the right thing in the zone coverage. He was in the right spot in the middle of the end zone, but he just didn't have his head on a swivel to react quickly enough to a pass that was thrown to Dalton Kincaid in his area, and he couldn't make a play on the ball. He was a half second
he was
late,
short.
even though he executed the play properly.
A little bit of a collision. It's just the big body of Kincaid, was there before he was. He saw it. He just saw it literally 0.2 of a second too late. And missed a play on the ball, missed breaking it up at least. If not, if he'd seen it early and anticipated, he'd picked it off and gone the other way. But you could see a wheels turning.
Yes,
yeah, it was there.
And he missed by inches on another sideline throw at the goal line to Curtis Samuel. He read the play perfectly, plant and drive, but it was a half second late there. And I would imagine that a lot of that timing will come the more and more reps that he gets. Let's not forget, he missed some reps in the spring because of a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
So, there's a little catch-up time here, but you're already seeing it click in his head. It's just not clicking probably as fast as it will a month from now. But what did we see at the end of practice? There's a post route by Hamler that he ran while being covered by Hairston. He left Hairston in the dust on the cut inside. Hairston was 3 steps behind him.
Right.
And by the time the ball was arriving at KJ Hamler, he closed the 3-step gap and broke up the pass.
Yeah.
That's catch-up speed at an elite level.
And even the one that you spoke about, the play on the sideline, they were on the goal line, they were on the 4, and Harrison defended the pass at the 2, so they didn't score on the play.
No, the guy went out at the 1.
He went out at the 1, so he did defend the play. It was a win for the defense, keeping him out of the end zone. And it took, and I'll say this, it took a razor's edge throw to complete the pass.
Yeah.
So,
like you could already see the progress coming with each rep that he took, and by the end of practice, there he is in the end zone breaking up the pass. And that was encouraging to see, and you could tell he felt good about it too. It's like, dang, I've been this close on about 5 or 6 passes. I finally got a PBU.
That'll happen off and on all throughout. What you really want to see is that kind of is consistency. I mean, it's day 1. Let's see him do it in day 2, and day 4, and day 7, and day 12. First preseason game. You got to see it all the time, and but they're off to a good start.
We also saw a rotation at the right tackle position. In the absence of Spencer Brown, we saw both Tylen Grable and Ryan Vandermark, the 2 backup tackles. I think we anticipated that. So they rotated through there in Spencer Brown's absence. So we'll see where that goes in the coming days, and hopefully Spencer Brown is back sooner rather than later. So that'll be something to keep an eye on here.